Taking gnome under strong advisement for the next one. Taking gnome under strong advisement for the next one. Taking gnome under strong advisement for the next one.
Hey, what's going on? We're back to do some more grinding. I think once we get level 17, which is just about 37% from now, we're going to go try to get that deep water harpoon. We'll see how it goes. By 17, we should be high enough that even with the damage cap on, most of the time we'll be able to break over the damage cap. Or at least a significant enough amount of times that it'll be worth the DPS. We'll need a few levels to get our two-hand slashing skill up anyway. Hey, thanks, Nick. Appreciate the sub. Should be like 20 kills or less, like 15 to 20 kills to level up here. Greater skeleton in the water over there. Let's see if we can pull him out later. Oh, we got ads. Man, if I had the full strength ward undead, it would be so much faster against these. I wonder if they nerfed it just because it was given to clerics at a lower level now, and so the damage was seen as like unbalanced for that level range. Yeah, we got some ads on the way. He's on us. This jack-o'-lantern is stunning me a lot. I kind of wish mob push was still in. I could position these guys a little bit better. At least this thing doesn't have much health. Should be good, even though we're out of mana. Some cleanse procs could be clutch right now. Maybe the closest fight yet on the stream? Under 20% HP and completely out of mana. Normally I just pull mobs into this corner and we're pretty safe, but we had a group out here earlier that was plowing through, so I had to go way out there to get some mobs. Hey Sean Ray, Paladin's going really well. Pretty close to level 17 now, and at 17 I think we're gonna go try to get a new weapon, which will be a big power spike for us. Soloing and Unrest haven't died yet. That's good. Are you having fun? Hey, Tauntworth, thanks for the follow, dude. Is your shaman a troll? I really like Yelp. Cast 1 mana, or cost 1 mana and lasts for 24 seconds, which means you can never be too out of mana to cast Yelp. You gain more mana even standing while your buff is ticking down than it costs to cast it again. Hey, what's up, Kettle One? Welcome back. Yeah, Shaman's a little bit beefier. Druid picks up later on, but it's nice because Shaman, for a huge section of the grind, can really just go toe-to-toe with mobs and swing it out. Especially if you're one of the bigger races like Troll or Ogre. I mean, I guess all the races that play Shaman are pretty big and classic, but Ogre with its frontal stun immunity is really good. Though I've always been more of a Troll fan myself. Kettle One, I'm not sure if I can. I can say with a pretty good degree of confidence that there's no way I can get the Null Slayer before level 20, just because Lord Elgnup's Harm Touch is gonna, make it really challenging right off the bat. I mean, I guess it comes down to, like, with Lord Elgnup, could I beat him in a 1v1 if Lay on Hands and Harm Touch were not in the picture? And if the answer is yes, then I could probably do it, because I can probably, his Harm Touch will take me down to like 30% health. Maybe not even that much. And then I'll Lay on Hands eventually. Halfling guards are pretty nasty though. Have you tried high keep guards? You can do the high keep guards on the first floor probably. And we're gonna give the deep water harpoon a shot. I don't know. It's pretty sketch, right? Because the island is surrounded by water. So if I do get aggro, there's kind of no escape. We're gonna try the hail her and then get out of there and kind of chill for 20 minutes method and see if that works. Yeah, so I had a buddy who did high keep guards for a long time. On P99, I leveled up like 30 levels on high keep, working from, I went there at first just like farming prisoners, all the way up to almost level 50 just in that one zone. High keep had a huge Zem on P99 at the time though. It has a 0% Zem on this server, but it's still a great zone, and I've always personally loved it for the flavor and the ease. Like, there's a neutral merchant on the bottom floor of high keep, or on the first floor of high keep, which you can sell to. So you can sell, you can bank, and you can farm guards all in that one zone. Yeah, it's definitely super risky, but you know, what's life without a little spice? I'm getting really tired of this, I'm getting really tired of the Shining Star of Light DPS, you know what I mean? It's just not cutting it for me anymore. This level 9 mage is killing 3 mobs. That would probably wreck me. Unless he's got some backup here. Ooh, we got a ghoul. I'd really like to be able to fight that ghoul. We got a nice fast proc on this too. Starting combat off nice. That fat two-hander will help too because it's a little slower, so it'll land nicely between my casts. Like right now, sometimes when I'm casting my nukes and stuff, my melee swing is queued up following that, so there's like a little bit of DPS loss there, or it's like not perfectly optimized DPS. Hey, welcome back, Ixar. Yeah, he had a good stream today. All my EQ time is dedicated to this character right now. Yeah, there's a lot of people. It's really good for the game. I've seen a lot of new players on this server, and I think part of it is because of how many people are streaming it. But yeah, this is all my EQ time right now, dedicated just to this character. It's really slow going, you know? Yeah, Ko's big. Hopefully some people that are attracted by the streams and everything will stick around and keep playing EQ. Yeah, I saw Ko stream Agnar. I don't know if he streamed one in between Agnar and now, probably. I'm not actually sure that I'll be able to swim back up here if I go down there. Yeah, I can't hit him with spells because he's underwater and I'm not. It's kind of rough timing on that undead spawn right there. I was gonna curve him around diagonally and hit that back wall. Maybe over here will be okay. I do think a Verona Vi rule set would be really popular. The devs seem super opposed to it though.
Is also within us. We're made of star stuff. We are a way for the cosmos to know itself.
This is Hazy Year Star Stuff. It's part of a lo-fi mix that I just have kind of playing in the background. Might be sampling though. Got a pretty clear shot across now. Might run it. Get these to a safer area so I don't get more beetle ads during the fight. Hey, Truffle Lord, thanks for the sub. Yeah, we're pretty low on mana, so we really don't want to have like 3 mobs on us right now. Especially with this Wisp, I'm going to have to deal with this without undead nukes. Yep, the Wife's Druid is still kicking. She plays a lot less frequently, so I think it's like level 5 right now. Last I checked, she was doing some quests in Surefall Glade, though she's not really playing today. Had a partial resist on that Ward Undead. Should be good on this. This might put us at 80%. Hey, thanks a lot. I don't give up Dan. Or I don't give a Dan. So right now, my situation with that is I have the Thunderstaff. And I've got the Regurgitonic for Mammoth, but Mammoth is KOS to me, so we're probably going to end up killing him unless some Invis potions, you know, kind of come through in the clutch for me. I think once I'm like level 20 and I can reliably lull him and then use an Invis pot, I might be able to definitely do the turn in without killing him. We're going to try it that way. And then I'll have it. I got really lucky. So I was going back and forth doing Putrid Ribbone turn-ins for the Shield of Knife and Kanos for a long time, for like 50 turn-ins. And every turn-in cycle I would check just to see if the zombie was up. One of the times, right as I was camping, he rolled in. Thanks, yeah. Keeps me busy. What? There we go. It's really weird and pretty inconvenient for mobs to run in Unrest. Yeah, right? Whoops. Reported. Ooh, put his pet on it. I mean, this guy can have it if he wants it. There we go. Almost there. Yeah, I've heard that it takes a long time to camp a staff. And you know what? My first zombie kill dropped the Order of Thunder as well. So I've heard that that's like a pretty rare drop. No, Leo, I just replaced it with the Bone Thunder Staff so that more people knew what I was talking about. Dude, I've had all the luck in this stream so far. Now, I don't know how rare Mammoth is to spawn. That might be a huge pain. So yeah, we were looking at it, you know, doing some math here, and there's a chance that we might be able to kill Lord Elgnub like right at 20 if we catch a level 20 spawn of him. So his harm touch should only hit me for what, 201 damage? Or maybe it's more. I don't. He's probably not doing like the classic harm touch anymore. But basically, if I think I could solo him mano a mano with harm touch and lay on hands out of the equation, then I should be good. He'll harm touch me, I'll pop LOH, and then we'll just be back on even footing. It's actually kind of tough to see what harm touch does, like on a per level basis now that they shifted it over to an AA. Yeah, just sitting down there looking at those dreary catacombs. Did you camp them in the nesting rat room there? Yeah, that's where I was waiting too. Killed lots of rats, lots of cubes. Earlier today, I swam out to the middle of Dagnor's Cauldron to sell, because like with these 5-minute zone timers, I didn't feel like zoning all the way to Paladin. That was probably the sketchiest thing I've done on this run so far. There's so many like Aqua Goblin Tidal Lords pathing all over that island. I try. Google helps a lot. People in chat like even more knowledgeable than I am, and they let me know when I'm being an idiot. Nope, this is my first attempt at one. Hey, don't jinx me. It's been working so far. Yeah, I've done everything myself. I don't accept any help or like gear. I block all the buffs I can find. So it's 100% solo. I had a few good methods to make the banded. I did a lot of wisps. I did a lot of the putrid rib bone turn-ins, and I did a lot of the putrid bear pelt turn-ins in Kanos Hills. That made a ton of plat that way. Like, it's not a ton, but I had to have made like 200 plat by like level 12 doing all that. And just like not splitting plat with anyone, you could see like 73 plat. I think I made all this today. I killed like 50 to 60 mobs every level, and I get 100% of the loot, so it works out to be a lot more than you would expect. Yeah, I chose Pally for the challenge factor. I didn't want to do Rogue because I thought Rogue would be like strictly impossible. I didn't want to do Warrior because Warrior I didn't think would be as fun to watch. Like, if Warrior can't beat something with auto attack, then that's that. There's, you know, not a lot of nuance to it. I didn't want to do Shadow Knight because Feign Death kind of nerfs the whole idea of permadeath, and also Shadow Knights are pretty overplayed. There's a million of them. So I wanted a class that was both very challenging and underrepresented on the server. Yeah, the heals make a huge difference in my downtime. I don't think life taps would be nearly as good. Yeah, Rogue would be just crazy. I think Ranger would probably be a little bit easier than this just because of Spirit of Wolf. They have some good dots, Snare, Root, Spirit of Wolf, all kinds of things to kite things around. Alright, we got an ad. I thought this was safe. Oh, whoops. This is tough because we get double fear stun procs. Yeah, we need to burn one of these down fast. Hey, I don't give a damn. Thanks for the follow, man. That was a close one. That was a lot closer than I expected. I prefer that people do not play Ogre Warriors. EQ content really isn't hard enough to demand that kind of min-maxing, and I think Ogre Warriors are a little bit boring myself. I feel like most that I see are Ogres, and it's just kind of like this big manila ball of color running around the screen. I think Trolls are way cooler, Barbarians are way cooler, any of the very low min-max classes or races are super cool too. I basically would always choose Troll if the race I wanted to, or the class I wanted to play could be Troll. I really like the race, I think it looks awesome. Agreed. I just think the Luckland models are like too round. It's got like all these spheres, you know?
Why do I and everyone I love pick people who treat us like we're nothing?
We accept the love we think we deserve.
I just sort of expected this thing to warp over to me. Ah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, I agree. The stylized, like the way the old models look, even as they age, it's that there's like an element of realism there that is still fine. The new models just like look so dorky. The animations are awful. Hey, vice versa. Yeah, I'm soloing to 50. This is a solo, self-found only, so I can only take items from mobs that I solo myself, from quests that I do myself, or that I craft myself. I can only buy vendor default stock items. And it's permadeath, so if I die, I retire the character. To give you an idea of how slow it's been, let's check my played. I'm like 6 or 7 kills from level 17, and my played time is 2 days, 16 hours, and 57 minutes. This is actually significantly longer than it took me to level the server first 50. Yeah, we'll see if we could do it. There's a good chance I just, die somewhere along the way and we're toast. I know I could sit in some outdoor zone and just kind of like take the safe route and probably make it there fine. But I don't, I'm not really that kind of risk averse. I want to be like in there, in the dungeons, fighting yellows and whites and close blues. Seeing what we can really do with this class. Hey, Mostly Caffeinated, thank you so much for the sub. That's awesome. I just became a Twitch affiliate today, so we've had a very successful day so far with that. Thanks, Kettle One. Appreciate it, man. Hey, Vice, I saw you playing Monk on this server, I think. You were Cleric last time, right? Or at least on Agnar you were a cleric? This bard over here is getting a little bit of a PL from a level 28 druid. He's soaking up a lot of the mobs in the courtyard. But it's kind of good for me because it keeps me from getting as many ads as I normally would. Right. I remember the reroll. How are you liking the monk now? Does it feel good to be like that ultimate DPS class? Or do you think maybe monks are a little bit overrated? Right, yeah, you basically like top a parse over any other class with such little effort. Man, I don't know if lul's gonna work if they're standing right on top of each other like this. Ah, perfect. Okay, yeah, pulling is fun though. It's a lot more fun than being a camp monk, you know what I mean, and just auto-attacking like a rogue. No hate to rogues, you know. I think I saw you already with your red robe, right? Robe of the Lost Circle knocked out. Nice, man. Classic is complete for you. What guild are you in? Brother Q is the one in South Karana, so you guys probably charmed that one mob and beat him up pretty easily, huh? Okay, that's cool. When are you guys going to start raiding, or have you already kicked off? Okay, that makes sense. Hey man, when I get level 50, invite me to some raids. I'll come punch gods and stuff. I just can't take any DTs. Gonna change the music style a little bit here.
I took the Beatles and the Wu-Tang Clan and all that put together, and I just made it one thing, man. And it just.
So where were you guys before this? What was your most recent server? Mangler?
deck. METHOD, the BOBB. Straight up, master killer, the jizzer, the genius. It's an old dirty bastard. 1, 2, 1, 2. Killer it up.
Wu-Tang Sword Style.
Swell vibe.
Would you like to do a number with us? You know, we'd like to do a number together. You'd like to, right? Ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles.
This is the intro to a mixtape called Enter the Magic Mystery Chamber. It is Wu-Tang versus the Beatles. It's a really good mashup from like 10 years ago.
Started in Liverpool, England, and swept up the youth of the world. And while adults speaking in many foreign languages looked on in awe, 4 young boys from poor British seaport slum town, their hairstyle a harmless defiance of convention, their musical style brash, earned renown which they had never dreamed of and perhaps never really wanted.
TC, we're gonna give it to your boy in a few seconds.
A 1, a 2.
Naliok, we're about to hit 17 right now. By the way, what is the correct pronunciation of your name? I'm probably butchering it every time. Yeah, we're doing our best. Unrest helps, it's got a nice sim. It's in the 40s. Hey Ferris, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Leok. Okay. Yeah, Lockjaw was a lot of fun. Get some mana and then we'll grab that Tormented Dead over there. I'm gonna grab a drink. Nobody train me. Oh, we got a lot of respawns over here. This guy might grab them all. Alright, we got this one.
Are you individually millionaires yet? No, that's another lousy rumor. Next kind of millionaire. No, he's not one for it. Where does all the money go? Well, a lot of it goes to her majesty.
CS Warren, thanks, man. Yeah, it's been a good day. We hit the affiliate status. We had like 130 viewers this morning.
If you want to look good and not be bummy, yo, you better give me that money. So I glanced at the girl glanced at me. I whispered in the air, wanna be with me. You wanna look pretty though in my video. Oh, dirty on the hat, and I let you all know. Just dance if you caught up in the Holy Ghost trance. To stop, and I put them killer ants in your pants. I'm the ODB, as you can see. FBI, don't you be watching me. I don't want no problems, cause I put you down in the ground where you cannot be found.
Definitely making big moves. Did you just get your first character rolling on Airden today, mostly caffeinated? Yeah, AA's come in with Lucklin. There are some AAs which are technically in right now because they are abilities which used to be normal spells, which were moved to the AA tab. Like technically Lay on Hands is an AA. A couple minutes ago I logged in and there wasn't queue times. I guess it was more like an hour ago. But yeah, there haven't been really any queue issues so far today. And the zoning times are really dreadful, like 3+ minutes though. You guys will see soon when we level up. Yeah, it's kind of hard to track down old characters because there have been so many server mergers over the years. Wow. Spawned right on us. Yeah, it lasts longer and stays more fun if you don't look up as much. I'm really hoping this beetle doesn't add.
How do you cope with a girl
tried getting in the hotel?
No, but I know 2 other girls that did, and they made it all the way up to the 12th floor, and then one of the policemen got them and brought them all the way down again. I mean, there's no way you can possibly get in to see them.
Will you keep trying while they're in town to get in to see them?
Yes, you will.
Are you a Beatle maniac?
Might have an ad here. Could be bad. It's bad.
But who would believe us?
Last night changed it all. I had a ball. First of all, I got an obscene phone call. All I heard was heavy breathing and loud sounds of moans. An intimate kiss, followed by the down tone. Repeatedly, this person kept calling my home, giving graphic details of our sexual tones.
Alright, 5 mana. The only spell we can keep up is Yelp.
State your name and stop playing games. You wanna spark flames? It could be arranged on your side of town, right around now. What you working with? Let me know how it's going down in the phone thing.
We got lay on hands up, so we should not die.
To my surprise, when I arrived, she had her legs cocked. I got her red hot and blessed the wet spot. Forget me not. Forget me not. Forget me not.
I'm going to speak and cry so loud.
Could you give us a sample?
There we go. LOH down.
Do you have a favorite?
Yeah, none.
Yeah, this is actually a really terrible spot to stand. It looks like it would be safe, but every time I've done this here, the same thing happens.
Never go out of style.
Tell me the truth now. Which group do you like better than the Beatles?
The Beatles all the time. I love them.
The employees of the year, we're back to work. We took time off while other rappers got jerked. Shit's about to change now. It's a shame how things ain't the same.
My DPS might be better on non-magical shielded mobs if I just skilled up my hand-to-hand and punched them.
Don't win a week with the belt. Few chicks felt your style, now you're feeling yourself. Meet your maker. I dropped you was 8 years old. I got stock in your flow and crop the sharehold. Cops with the pros, with cops with their gold. Got tops in the bowls, too hot to wear clothes. Still me. Always have and will be LG. It's silly to hate, but feel free. Hey, hear what I say? They gotta pay. And my return is like Christ declared a holiday.
Y'all see I'm in the street struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun up, we hustling. Vision, my nigga, now get in where you fitting. And see prison as just a high cost of living. The mic, any up, cause if you blow that dice on that OZ, Dorothy ain't going home tonight. That's on everything. Put it on the kids and the wife. Been burying my folk ever since they raised the price on the coke. Searching for a quick antidote. More money, more problems to cope.
We were at the same table when the chips were checked. A gambling rebel who respects the deck. Just when you thought we would fold our hand. Against all odds, we raised the bet like we changed the plans. It was live on air, but in between station breaks. I was holding the pair and just made table stakes. Split the demos, put insurance on tapes. A safeguard against the crew.
Alright, we made it through another one. Now we've only got maybe 1 kill to level up. Let's get somewhere where we're not going to get killed while we med.
A spade in the club with the heart to wear diamonds. The high roller who got credit upon signing. They look puzzled when I shuffle. Most of them stunned by the hustle. Because the bluff game's your muscle.
I'm back in the game now. Cop me some weight now. People about to eat now. Shit's about to change now. Yeah. Back in the game now. All my niggas in the hood now. Ooh. Better catch.
What's up, Vision?
Say what? Hey yo, on rainy days I sit back and count ways on how to get rich. Coolin' with a mean ill Jamaican bitch. Banana coat matching with the ratchet. Little black weed, sweatpants style. Air Forces acting, jumping in 6 kicks. Lil' Chris talking about the bird. Flow through your hood in the mean tents, that's giant. It's like the family that flipped on you for lying. Buried you alive, left your whole crying. We on your floor, look, more dogs. They ain't A either. I hope y'all niggas is on. And when we get there, all my niggas in the mix, yeah, Shalal Legs. Diamond got me buying Louis Switch. People say the clan was missing since I got
I'm so jealous watching this mage's DPS. Vision, I don't really have any shaman experience personally, no. I played one way back in the day that my friend had. He let me play as high-level shaman to farm Rivervale guards back in like 2000. I think you could solo almost anything that you can find up. You get especially strong in Velius. Like, I think that's like peak shaman solo power for early TLPs. Yeah, this guy's level 13. There's a good chance we'll level up after this kill.
When you walk, you striving for perfection. That's what we doing. Understand? So all that little fake shit out there, we know the science on that. You done seen that shit from different angles. You know what I mean?
Tell me, when you hear a Beatles record, what thoughts run through your mind?
Beauty, sheer beauty. The sounds so mellow and sweet, and there's Paul and John, they bring on his toys, they're all singing. And you know, the Beatles bring joy into the world. They're happiness. We forget our cares when we hear Beatles records. They're fun.
Tell me this, how...
Oh, nice, a ghoul pop over there. Maybe we'll kill him before we leave if he's still up. Death Beetle in the way. We can't pull to our normal safe spot. Hey Raja, what's up, man? You showed up just in time to see us do big things. About to hit this level 17. This guy is sniping me with those slams, interrupting my spells. Oops. I was hoping that we would kill this guy before our buffs wore off, because I really don't want to rebuff myself if we're going to leave soon. One more kill. Yeah, I started making YouTube videos for Everquest a long time ago, because like back then there wasn't really any EQ YouTube videos, and I just said, hey, it'd be cool if I like just documented, I guess, you know, made videos of every single raid, starting with Classic and going forward. So we did what we could. Now there's a lot more people doing it. There's people making way more high quality content because my stuff is pretty raw. And 99.9% in. I've got a general idea. Like, I've got a list of zones I want to hit in each level range, and hopefully I can hit them. Like, I really want to do high pass. I want to get a PGT, Polished Granite Tomahawk, and a and the shield over there that drops from like the same camp. But before I go there, I want to get a Null Bane or a Null Slayer from Black Bro, which means we want to be around level 20. Once we hit 35, we're going to go to Upper Guck. We're going to try to solo the Shin Lord, get a Ghoul Bane. If that works, then we'll probably go to Lower Guck. So I chose the Paladin because I think it's like the perfect balance of difficulty for this kind of run and not being boring to watch. So you got to look at the other options, like Rogue I think would be impossible. Warrior I think would be kind of boring to watch. Warrior is like, you know, Warrior is harder to do, but if you can't win the fight with auto attack, there's not a whole lot of nuance or like innovation that you can bring into the encounter to change that result. Shadow Knight I think would have been really good, but I think it would have been more powerful than the Paladin, a lot easier. Since we're doing Permadeath, Shadow Knight's Feign Death could get them out of a lot of that content pretty easily. And I think Shadow Knights are pretty overrepresented on the server. So I went with Paladin as the perfect combination of like, could do cool stuff, could be fun to watch, and is very difficult to play, and is also underrepresented on the server population. If I didn't do Paladin, the other class I would have tried would have been Ranger. Oh yeah, we've had to do clutch lay on hands like every single day. In fact, you can see my lay on hands is down because I had to do a sketchy one earlier. Off stream, a couple hours ago, I had to use a lay on hands because like I was fighting next to the wall of the house, and I think something weird happened with pathing, and a bunch of Darkbone skeletons like warped out and were right on top of me. And I was not going to make it out of the zone without the lay on hands hit. Yeah, I try to stay away from like the very heavy casting classes just because everyone knows that you're going to make it, you know what I mean? And they're so gear independent as well. Like this, we're taking a class that is traditionally seen as very gear dependent and very group oriented, and we're trying to see what we can do with it solo. Can we gear it enough to make it to 50? Can we reliably solo the mobs we need to be able to kill? The answer is probably no, but we'll find out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a Paladin command. Hey, thanks guys. Ding 17. I think Ranger would be a lot of fun. Alright, let's go see if we could do the Deepwater Harpoon. Well, so, you know, we're on the Air Dune server. Air Dune was a Ranger of Karana, so I think there's a good reason to play a Ranger right there. But also, Spirit of Wolf, having access to some pretty decent bows, the ability to snare, dot, have some good nukes, and root. It's a very powerful class for those reasons. Alright, get ready for this nice zone time. So I've got a Intel Coffee Lake processor, 16 gigs of RAM, 1080 Ti. And my hard drive is solid state hard drive with EQ installed on it. So these zone times are all server side, definitely not me. When we're on early in the morning, like 7 a.m., and I zone, it takes like 5 seconds. Yeah, right? I had really bad zoning times back in 99, but that was because I was using like AOL internet, you know what I mean? These are honestly the worst zone times I've had since way back in the day for sure. But back in 99, my zone times would be like 20 minutes. I remember like I would zone and my group would think that I had disconnected or something. Alright, this could be a little sketch. Title Lords are still too high for us to mess with. They're going to be, what, 7 levels higher than us. So if we encounter an Aqua Goblin Title Lord, we're probably toast. Huh, I didn't know that. Good information, Biggs. Food and drink matters. If you run out of drink, your mana regeneration rate from meditating is going to be much lower. I think if you are out of food, your endurance doesn't regenerate. Though endurance is like of questionable importance. Right, yeah, no, Coke, I don't. These guys just, they invited me when I was like running past Kano's gates early on. Just clicked accept because it's, you know, it's nice to have some guild chat to read now and then as I'm soloing. Hey, it really depends on what class you're playing for what kind of stuff you want to camp along the way. A good recommendation is always to take your class and Google P99, like Shaman Quests, Classic, and then just kind of check out what you find there. Oh no, someone said bad words. Not in my guild chat. Yeah, you could do the Deepwater Harpoon quest at level 1 for sure. You used to be able to hail lock her so she wouldn't charge into the specs. I hear now it's like even more broken. We're about to find out. Though I did hear that the hail lock no longer works, so if you turn in the potion, you can't stop her from rolling out. You could kite her around yourself. Huh, I wonder what it was. What was it that killed you? That's weird. I wonder if someone just trained it there. Okay. Weird. Any of you guys still leveling up, feel free to grab that Zem list I just linked in chat. Use it to help plot out your leveling routes. Yeah, Soul A and Soul B both have really nice Zems. Zero Fact, that is exactly what it means. However, Befallen's kind of a death trap, so go ready. I don't think it matters too much. I think there's even an argument for going like human or something more stamina oriented for Necromancer because you're going to be using a lot of Lich. Usually for my Necros I go Erudite and I don't regret it. Now once Kunark comes out, you should always go Ixar. Or at least that's my personal philosophy. Basically any class that can be Ixar should be Ixar. I've had good luck, I guess. I never run into him. I'm sure we'll run into him now that we're talking about it. I went through there at level 8, soloed one of the sisters just for a purity belt, and went to Akanon to do the Regurgitonic quest. I wonder if there's an alchemy vendor in here. Maybe in North Paladin. Yeah, I don't know if the ULAC is worth using even at level 1. So, as your skill goes up with your skill cap and hand-to-hand, your fists are going to be a lot better, but at the lower levels, the fists are really not great. Your best bet is usually a cracked staff for the first couple levels. But if anything, I'd throw it in and just check it out, see what you're hitting for. It's really weird, the rusty ULACs obviously were added much later, and they sell for way less than other rusty weapons. Biggs, you'd have to have permissions. One sec, I can get you some. There you go, Biggs. You should have permission to post a link now. There you go. Yeah, I think the rusty ULACs were made with like Beast Lords in mind, because they came out with a Lucklin launch. I'm always nervous about walking backwards into zone lines on accident. Big achievements, boys. North Paladin Traveler. Looks like there's no alchemy vendor here. What am I doing? Right? Oh, rip, boys. The other bag didn't have anything in it. We just sold our bag. What a scrub move. It's pretty questionable on the rules, though. I did say I could only buy default vendor stock. It's alright, we actually have another one in the bank. You can see we're stocking up for our eventual Ghoulbane attempt. Get all these potions. Just checking to make sure this isn't some casting skill that I suck at. Hey, Morton Kind, thanks for the follow. Nomical, we just hit level 17. Now we're going to go see if we can get the Deepwater Harpoon without dying. Hey Chinchilla, these are actually not the normal medicine bags, these are tailored medicine bags. I'll right click and show you when I finish zoning here. They're really weird because they trivial below handmade backpacks, but they're better than handmade backpacks. Nope. Surprisingly, these hold. So handmade holds large. These hold giant. They're both 10 slot, and this is a half pound lighter. So all other things are equal. This can hold one larger size and weighs 1/2 pound less. These are used with just a thick grizzly bear skin too, instead of the high quality bear skin. Still a little rare, but not nearly as rare as high qualities. Just a few more zone lines. Dude, this POD over here is like ready for clobbering time right now. Yeah, not a big fan of the zone times, but you know, in a run where it's normally pretty scary to take any AFKs, these zone times are kind of nice to like grab a drink really quick. Got to look at the silver lining, you know? Maintain those positive vibes. The real question is, how much are we going to love this Ranger SSF Permadeath run after this Pally dies in 20 minutes? I think that would be cool. Some other people in chat were talking about that too, like doing a duo SF Permadeath kind of run. And I think it would be fun to watch. It would open up a lot in terms of what the group could do, what you could tackle, and kind of cool combinations. I think it would be really fun to do a Necromancer Shaman duo or Necromancer Druid duo. Oh, you want an oddball duo. Do the worst duo ever. Paladin Rogue. Like normally when you do a duo, if both classes aren't overpowered, one of the classes is like a carry, you know? But if you go Pally Rogue, who's carrying who? No, I mean, technically you could have worse duos, like Rogue Rogue, Paladin Paladin, Warrior Warrior. Oh, you know what? Bard Bard. Bard Bard would be pretty rough. I don't know if in most level ranges there are enough songs worth playing to really benefit from a second Bard. Necro is super powerful. I had a buddy who played a Necro on P99, and we would group sometime in like the late 20s to mid 30s, and we crushed with double Necro. Especially on TLPs where dots stack. Do duo Necro on stream, get really big, get the class nerfed. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if they're going to extend the dot change all the way down pretty soon, or if we're going to have to wait like another 3 years for that to be finished. You ever do that thing where you're wearing a watch and you know what time it is, but like every 5 minutes you still check your watch? That's what I do with these maps. Like I'm literally following a road through an unrevamped Butcher Block Mountains that I've run through like 1,000 times. But I just have this compulsion to open my map and just verify. Don't even look at the screen. Just zoom in, play MapQuest. Yeah, I think it's 75 plus or 85 plus the Necrodot revamp is in right now. I believe they intend to bring it all the way down to, you know, the full Necromancer spell lines. It's just a lot of work. The Druids and Shamans I talked to are pretty happy when theirs got revamped. Their DPS increased. Mana cost for spells was significantly higher, but the damage output was really great. Any of those healer classes or classes that can cast regen with the Necromancer are really powerful because it gives the Necro like infinite mana, you know what I mean? They could just lich and not have to worry about it. Alright, so we'll see if this whole quest thing works or if we're going to have to do it straightforward right from the beginning. I was told that you can skip the entire potion piece, pop her, do the quest text, and then when she despawns, she will simply drop the item. As if you had given her the potion and she did the 6-minute timer. The only difference being the timer is longer. I've never done this quest personally though, so we'll have to find out the good old-fashioned way. So ergo, we're probably not going to delete it. We're probably just going to retire it. We'll leave it as like a Hall of Fame on the character select screen. I don't know, if the chat really wants, we could delete it. It's not a big deal. But the character is immediately done if we die, yeah. Then we'll look at what class we want to do next, and we'll roll on to the next one. Right, yeah. All right, no pirates. I actually don't know where the quest NPC is to spawn her in the revamped version. Probably in this hut on the right, huh? If she did not make it back to Freeport, I fear she has drowned or is shipwrecked upon one of the nearby islands. You must find her. We're on it, coach. It's literally like one of the closest islands available. There we go. Had me piloting this backwards. You have the helm, Captain. Yeah, Nick, that's probably a good idea. Otherwise, I'll get people coming in here like 6 months from now talking about how I didn't delete the character. Nick, I don't know if you saw we had someone jump in chat earlier and say that I was not the server first 50 on Airdoon. Dude, we're smoking this guy. No contest. Get out of here, dude. According to our handy dandy map label, sentry should be over there. I didn't even engage them, just banned them. See, I'm missing all these valuable skill up opportunities. I don't know if sharks can hit me. Can sharks hit me while I'm in the boat? Because they could be like, oh, yo, do you see that? Do you guys see that right there? There's a Sea Fury Cyclops under the water at the bottom. Someone's trying to kill us, boys. Dude, right? He should be drowning right now. Look, man, I'm trying to live out here. Got to keep my eyes peeled. Seriously, though, sharks are a huge threat. I don't know. You know, I know there's sharks over near, like, Sea Fury Island. I don't know if they're over here. I mean, Sea Fury Island is literally right across from this one, so I suppose there's a good possibility. It looks like we have some groups on the beach of Undead Island, which is a super big positive for us. Jeez, she might despawn by the time I get there. Do these con indifferent to me because I'm in a boat? Gargoyles are scowling still. I don't have IVU on anymore. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Something weird is going on with that IVU into boat to cause the skeletons to be indifferent. I wonder if I can initiate this quest text and kind of just chill in the boat. Stay here, boat. Rip. Oh man, there's a stack of them here. Oh, okay. That's crazy. I never knew that. I wonder how many are piled up here. If it's just 2? I don't think it's just 2. All right, I started a 19-minute timer. So if this doesn't work, we'll go back and do the whole potion line. I saw that this guy gave his Sentry Zirin a potion. I don't know how we're going to be able to tell whose is whose. She's going to like drop it right at this spot, but she's also sitting on this spot, so it might be tricky to target it. Yeah, it's Paladin only. What are the odds that we would run into another Paladin doing this quest at the same time, at the same level? Nice, Torklars. Sir, I have banded pants on. This man is wearing rawhide, patchwork. Also, I'm Feign Death. It's actually a new emote. You could just type /faint. and it does the appearance of feign death, but don't worry, mobs will still kill you. We are doing the Deepwater Harpoon quest. One of the sentries despawned. I think Long Live Mar is the despawn message. Mine said it as well. She said, Long Live Mar. You can tell it's mine because it's got the asterisk. That means it's like reserved to me. This guy left, so maybe he got his. No, maybe not. If I knew that this, if I knew the greater skeletons here were indifferent, I would have just bought more cloudy potions and come a little earlier. But now we know. Okay, he's using Origin, so he must have got his. Okay, so that's the despawn message. Many thanks to all who aided in this battle. I offer you this, a weapon I found upon a slain erudite paladin. May Mar watch over his soul, and may Mar guide yours. Now I must go. Man, look at that tel lag. I wish Shiny Breast shield was also like a back slot. Some shields are. Like the Shield of the Immaculate. 12 minutes remaining. Maybe a little less, we'll see. It probably counts like the time that I'm swimming over here. You know how it goes, Pied. We're level 17 now. We're trying to see if we could cheese the Deepwater Harpoon quest. If it doesn't work, we'll just go do it. Pied with the 1,000 bits. Thanks as always, Pied. Big Pied, static group defender. It does kind of go against the rules. Like if Raja, who's watching the stream, was to save me from a gargoyle or something right now, I don't know what we would do. I'd have to petition and tell the GMs that someone was griefing me via friendliness. Nah, but yeah, I would just have to like politely ask them not to help me. And I've had that happen a few times, especially at the very low levels. People come to like newbie zones and like want to heal you and stuff. So I try to say, hey, like please don't. And almost everyone's cool with it. If someone really like wanted to, as a joke, like mess with me, you know, we just have to deal with it somehow. I'd go do trade skills or something for an hour until they got bored. What is going on in guild chat over here? We're not about that. Can't remove myself. I don't know what like normal guild member commands are. Raja, you better let me die if some mobs roll up here. I should be good because I'm invisible and the undead are not KOS to me. Oh, someone else has come to do their quest. See you, Raja. Yeah, it's really not bad. I think it's, you know, it's the best thing I can reasonably get until Ghoulbane. We have like no two-hand slashing skill though, so it's gonna be a minute skilling up. Yeah, I've got some trainer points. Alright boys, Zaide SSF is a free agent. If you're looking for a paladin who cannot group or help you with anything, reach out to me. There are a lot of paladin quests. There's a good number of Shadow Knight quests, but I think it opens up a little bit more in Kunark with like the green mist and stuff like that. I've never done a Shadow Knight, so I'm not super familiar. I know Grob has some good quests like the Grob Cleaver, Hulk's Helm, and a few things like that. And Shadow Knight has the Rage War Maul, which is usually called the Bale List quest. So that's a good one to do. All right, I think we only have like 5 or 6 minutes left. Yeah, the Green Mist quest is really awesome. Gives you cool insight and everything into the Shisar and all that as well. And it's got Shisar Bane, so you can use that weapon instead of an Emp Bane come Lucklin. Yep, Gator Smash Maul. I kind of have a feeling that this is not going to work and we're going to have to go do the potion trading aspect of this first. Not a big deal, other than the zone times. Also, being in Freeport is going to suck, because, you know, it's new style Freeport. And hopefully on the way back we don't run into any underwater sea furies again. You know, since there's no queue, I wonder how many general chats there are right now. We are in General 6. There's lag on joining new channels. Alright, Invis is gone, but I don't really want to use my last potion right now. Two and a half minutes till our 19-minute timer ticks off. A lot of movement going on down there. Alright, so we joined General 9. We are one of 2 people in it, so there's probably only 8 general chats. Oh, rip, I did a space. Big waste of time there. Yeah, the Stein of Mogok, or the Stein of Mogok quest is like a classic, always worth doing. Did you kill the Colindle yourself, or did you go get the Regurgitonic and give it to the dog? All right, so looking at the general chat populations, it seems like we probably have about 2,800 people online right now. So that's why there's no queue. Because we've seen as many as 4,500 people on before. You never know when you're going to roll the dice and get that rod set knife spawn instead of a Colindle. $44 seconds on lay on hands. That's pretty good. Get out of jail free card there. Alright, if the information I got is correct, she should despawn in like 1 minute. It'd be nice if I was a Freeport Paladin right now, because I could just origin back to Freeport really quick, instead of going the long way. It's weird that my sentry never sat back down. This one did. Alright, looks like maybe our information is bad, so we're gonna go and do the quest. I'm surprised she hasn't despawned by now. It's definitely been like 21, 22 minutes. I'm gonna keep her targeted so that if she despawns, we'll notice. I don't think I can because it's not unlocked until level 20. Yeah, it doesn't look like it'll let me. It's a good question. She is an instant spawn mob, so you might be able to do that. Get those swimming skill ups. You just have to say, where is Sentry Zirin to Mrs. Nonfear on the sister island. She is level 22. Hey, Ancho, thanks for following. You know, it's funny, we had multiple sentries up before and they were different levels. One was yellow to me. Oh, there's the despawn, boys. Let's go check. It figures, right? I wonder how long the ground spawn stays there. We've got that nice invis on though. It's there. Look at that. Nice. Just when we were giving up. Thanks, boys. Thanks for sticking with me for 25 boring minutes while we waited for this. When she despawned, naturally, she just dropped it on the ground there. Thanks. Big win. Excited to get that DPS increase. I can, but it's pretty simple. People on FOH will be like, why are you posting this noob shit? Hey Pied, thanks again. 400 bits. What I can do is a bug report after I log out tonight. Prathin, don't ban me. Here's the bug report. Uh-oh, boys. Invis is off. Invis is off, and I see some corpses at the bottom of the ocean there. Keep your eyes peeled for sharks. We can see the docks too. But look at all these swimming skill ups. It's going to be so worth if we don't die. And if we do die, I guess it didn't matter. This is high risk, no reward gameplay. Osho, if you're talking about the server first 50, it took me 39 hours. So that was the Aridune server first. Well, you know, different servers have some different EXP rates. We did it really fast. Like, I want to say like 25 or 29 hours for the full group on Cello, and that was to level 60. And that was the first full group to 60 on Cello, though I wasn't the first 60 individual. Kegadin was the first 60 on Cello. Mumph, we don't really choose. It just kind of works out that way. Like, usually one person dies just a little bit less, or it misses a little bit less EXP because of disconnects and stuff, and that's whoever gets it first gets it first. Usually I'm not a strong candidate for getting first. I mean, just, you know, by the stats I shouldn't be, because I pull for my groups, and a lot of times when you're chain pulling and a mob dies in camp, you are actually out of range of the camp EXP. Oh yeah, you gotta get that good internet provider. No, I was not first 60 on Cello. What I was saying was Kegadin is the first 60 on Cello. But our static group that I was in was the first full group of 60s. Kegadin had a big issue with his group. I think like 2 people didn't come back, so he had to recruit some new people in the middle. So I think they missed out maybe like an hour. At some point on Cello, me and I think it was Dinksor, whoever was the last person in Keg's group to hit 60, we compared our achievements because I was the last person on Cello in my group, so we were able to confirm. And Kegadin's group was the second or third group on this server to hit 50. So those guys are super talented EverQuest grinders. They were in first or second place for most of the grind to 50 on Aerodune. Honestly, I think they were in second place almost the whole time, and it was like varying degrees of close to us. Next time we do a server, me and Kegadin are going to be in the same group. Unstoppable. Hey, this music is Donkey Kong Country 2, the soundtrack. Hey Astro, long time no see. Are you on Aerodune now, or are you on Rizlona? Yeah, man, it's gonna be big. We have my first little one coming to the family. Gonna have that young daughter joining the game. Almost forgot I need to buy food. She's probably gonna play a mage. Hopefully she never plays EverQuest. I don't want her to develop the sickness. I want to put these items in my weight reduction bags because they weigh a lot, but I know I will accidentally forget and sell them, so we can't do it. Just 2 more zone lines until we can grind EXP again. Be funny if we did all that and then we go into Dagnor's Cauldron and immediately get killed by a Title Lord. RIP. I think another cool run idea would be to do like a roguelike where your character is permadeath, but every time you die you pass his gear onto the next character. .28 damage, not bad, not bad. Hey, what's up, Salamander? Long time no see. Nothing wrong with being weird, though I question if anyone playing or watching a 21-year-old MMORPG is normal. So if you're gonna be weird, you may as well be like really weird. Hey, so this is Draka Chrome UI. You can see it here. It's DRAKAH, Chrome with a K. Yeah, it feels good to mix it up every now and then, get that fresh look. I really like the P99 green UI, like the old school, though it gets a little annoying only having 6 hot button hotbars. I really like the Duxa UI that used to be on P99 Blue. I think it's still on there, I'm sure. That was like one of the best UIs I've seen in EQ. Yeah, it was. What class did you play, Ocho? all at the same time. Did you solo your cleric, or did you have a group? Dude, the mage pet issues were a huge bummer. Like, they couldn't be researched for a while, and they were also not being sold. Soloing on P99 feels so good. Like, the EXP is really great if you're soloing mobs that are, like, even within 5 or 10 levels of you. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. Like, you don't want to go all the way to 50 with some jank pet from 20 levels ago. Did you do any of those big list camps? I did my J boots as soon as I hit 25. I think that list was only like 18 hours, so it wasn't the worst. And then I wanted a Rubicite BP, but listing is really not fun. So I camped glowing black stones. I got 3 of those, and I used that to buy a ton of gear. One of the items was a Rubicite breastplate. Yeah, Cinny, mages is a little bit plain Jane. It's just like, it's like having a boxer that's just throwing hooks, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of power there, but not a lot of nuance. Yeah, because that group wipes a lot, the Avatar Fear group. When you've been up for like 100 hours trying to sit through that list, it's really easy to mess up. Yeah, I think Necro is a lot more fun than Mage, personally. I really don't mind like those long camps like that, but something about having the list mechanic makes it like oddly anxiety-inducing. You're constantly like, man, did I like miss an AFK box, or like, where is it at? You know what I mean? It makes the same duration camp significantly less palatable. And then when you get to number 1 on the list that you've been on for a long time, you got like 190 resting heart rate the entire time. I wonder how many years of your life you shave off doing the Mana Stone camp. Well, it's weird because like the thing pops up in a different location, or sometimes you got to do that like /type list 59567. So it's a little strange. But most of the AFK checks pop up in the same place and just require you to hit OK. So you could make it probably like an hour or 2 with just a simple script. Cinny, I think I'm always going to say Monk and Necromancer are the most fun classes. I've never done Enchanter. I bet Enchanter would be super fun. One of these days, I'm going to level up an Enchanter. Yeah, man, I've had a really narrow experience band in terms of class comp. But Necromancer's a ton of fun, and I think you get a little taste of Enchanter with Necromancer, with the mezzes, and if you're charming undead, you know what I mean? You get a glimpse of what it would feel like. So I'm sure Enchanter would be a lot of fun. Right, you can never AFK. Or you just AFK, and if you wipe while you're AFK, you come back and tell the group, oh, like, man, my screen froze. I don't know what happened. Well, Cindy, it's never too late, right? All right, let's not die. Cindy, I think you should re-roll to a Necromancer right this moment. Most of your gear will be interchangeable. Just pop it right over. Cleric Necro is really strong. Zalmander, why'd you decide to go Cleric instead of like a Shaman or Druid? Yeah, Cleric Enchanter is like the classic. Well, it's not the classic combo, but it is the combo right now, the most powerful one, no doubt, no questions asked. I really do think that we will see an Enchanter nerf in time. Maybe not this server, but it's kind of like on the horizon. People have been making noise about the Enchanter for a while. I wouldn't be surprised to see some kind of nerf to Charm. I don't think they're going to completely destroy it, but it is Dark Paw, so you never know. It wouldn't surprise me to see something simple like when you charm a mob, its DPS is reduced. They'll probably go overboard and do like a, they'll reduce it so much that it's basically like a mage pet, and then it's like the risk versus reward factor is destroyed. Right, yeah. See, I think they could nerf it a little bit, like make it do like 10% less damage. Most people wouldn't even notice. But it's really not a huge deal. I don't think it needs a nerf. Yeah, Charm really spoils you. But you could choose not to have an Enchanter in the group, right? Like all of us collectively don't make that choice. Yeah, my static had no tank either. Hey, Village Bikes, congratulations, dude, that's awesome. So I take it you were able to find his location. big win. We just got our deepwater harpoon a couple minutes ago. Yeah, it is. Nope, all we did was spawn her, and then we did like a little quest text with her, waited about 22-23 minutes, and she despawned. It appeared on the ground. If you do the potion quest, traditionally, she still doesn't go crazy and attack anything. She'll still just sit there, but it only takes like 5 minutes for her to despawn. So a lot faster if you do the potion. All right, here we are. Hopefully there's not too many people in this pick, whichever one we happen to zone into. Maybe it's base pick. So that way we don't have to zone again. We're gonna need to do some nice kills on like some death beetles like this, just to get some skill ups though. When they did that skill up change a couple years back, it increased the rate at which you skill up when your skill is 5 levels or more below the maximum. So we should get a lot of skill ups really fast here at first. Dude, right? If I do another hardcore run, we are doing a class with some kind of speed enhancement. If not Spirit of Wolf, then Celos. That's what I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping this harpoon is going to be good. So our skill ups are only gated by the number of times we swing per minute. There's 11. There's 12. Yeah, Bard would be cool, but Bard has a way higher skill ceiling, and I'm actually bad at Everquest, so. Rip, boys, we can't bash anymore. My brain is like hardwired to press 2 for bash or like flying kick. So I'm having like a meltdown right now. What do I do? Yeah, exactly. I am also a very casual Everquest player. Guys, we can't use this weapon. I'm gonna fall asleep at the keyboard. So I wonder how often we're going to go over the damage cap. You can break the damage cap a little bit before 20. You know, and the closer you get and the higher your strength, the more often it's going to happen. That's the 6 whiz one, right? Yeah, I mean, it's just, it drops from like a trash mob in Kith. Every now and then you see those in like ruined morning stars when you're just clearing undead trash near like Rivervale zone line usually. I would bet that the mob has to be wielding it, yeah. Hey, what's up, Charm? Welcome. Very rarely do you see a mob not wielding the weapon if it's going to drop a weapon. And especially since I'm looking at it right now, it looks like it's a one-hand blunt. Usually the only time you don't see them wielded is if it's a two-hand weapon. I could be wrong though, EQ is a crazy place. Charm, this is actually the first mob we fought with it, and right now we're just trying to skill up. So I would say it's decreased my kill speed significantly, but I think once we get our skills all straightened out, and once we hit level 20 and break the damage cap, we'll be rocking. $35? I mean, you're a druid, right? You could probably do it at 35. The only risk is it's easy to get ads out there. But if you play it smart, I would bet you could solo it at 35, yeah. Oh, you're a cleric? Yeah, you could probably do it. Yeah, you might want to make an audio trigger for when it starts casting its heal, or just watch your chat closely. Time those stuns. Alright, so we gained 32 skill ups from that encounter. Yep, 32, not bad. Yeah, I would just try to get him solo, and once you've secured him solo, pull him right to the Rivervale zone line or one of the other zone lines, and fight him right at the zone line. So there's like pretty low risk. Nothing will path there, especially if he's in the mouth of the tunnel. You shouldn't get any ads. Let me see how much this adds. So 5 stamina gives me 7 HP right now. Dude, you guys want to see some shit? When this mob dies, I'm going to go in and show you guys main room. I went in there earlier in this, which I believe is the base pick, and I don't know if I've ever seen it, so many bodies in one place. It looks like 2 raids walked in there and just wiped. I did it again, you see that? Tried to bash. It's gonna be a nice break, because like, I don't know how you guys are, but I assume I'm not the only person who does this. I don't just wait for bash to come back up and like time it perfectly. I tend to just sit there and press 2 as fast as I can the entire time I'm in combat, every time I play. Give myself carpal tunnel. Dude, that's what I do. I'm just sitting there mashing, bashing, yelp 24/7. Yeah, on P99, I just I bound sense heading to my A and my D keys. So every time I turned, I would use sense heading, and by like level 10, just capped it all out. But I think back in the day, you could also just do that trick where you would drop a sword on the ground, and swords always point the same cardinal direction when you drop them. Can't drop it. Alright, let's go check out this room. You know, I'm gonna heal first. First we have the trail of bodies, right? Goes all the way out. All the way out to the entrance, trail of bodies. You come in here. Let's do some investigative work. Dude, what is this? What in the world? Dude, right? I'm surprised they haven't sent me death threats for walking into MR. Yeah, Shira, I'm in unrest right now. This morning I walked into zone. The first mob I tagged was a ghoul in the courtyard, and I immediately got a tell, stay on your side of the courtyard. Yikes. Salamander, nah, I don't plan to raid. When I get 50, maybe I'll take this character and try to solo CT, eat that quick death touch, retire him. Looks like we're not getting skill ups from fighting a green. RIP. Here we go, guys. OC. Is MR camped? 50 people in the zone. I wonder if MR is camped. I wonder if it's not because it was green, if I'm just at the point where skill ups are no longer trivial. Gray. People crying about gear in classic Everquest. That's a big oof. This is actually why I don't like pick zones. Think of how many other zones could be populated well, but instead we've got 15 picks of unrest. every zone could be full of young lobies experiencing the joy that is EverQuest. You could do 5 camps at Unrest, 2 in the courtyard, usually that's what I've seen today. Main room, fireplace, basement. I think they should allow pick zones, but have a cap on the number of pick zones that a zone would have, so it still encourages people to spread out, but it helps accommodate the increased server load. I don't know, boys, that looks like a crash to me. The way the gamma got all bright there, it's not a good look. We might have to move to an outdoor zone at some point because like if I try to move into the house in Unrest, I don't think MR is going to let me just, you know, pick one of the rooms, right? And I also don't want to just be soloing 4 spawns every 22 minutes. Need to find some outdoor zone with one of those nice 11 or 6 minute respawn timers. You guys were right. It's all good, Biggs. It was, we'll say it's anticlimactic. We were never in any great risk during the process. Yeah, I could do KFC in South Corona. Try it. I really want to do High Pass. Man, it's dark, man. It almost feels like 1999 in here. Look at this darkness. I'm like a real human. Even if I just teleported to every zone line right now, getting to High Pass would take like 30 minutes just in loading time. I'm pretty sure Shralik packs do not drop in Kith Core anymore. They're only going to be in High Pass Hold. Could be worse though, right? We could be stuck in the queue. It's like Geek Guy said, you hit his own line, go use the restroom, make a sandwich. Alright, so 110 is the current skill cap. Oh, is there a 3-minute queue now? Rip, I thought there was no queue. Right, General 8 is not full, and there was a queue. That's so weird. There must be a lot of people who are not in general chat. Man, so much better lighting with these two items equipped. This is what I get for talking trash about Halo of Light. Thanks, yeah. Yeah, this is like a lo-fi-ish Zelda remix. I wonder if a Gray will assist. Looks like no, that's good. Jeez, it's so dark out here. Right? Yeah, let me get over here by some of this ambient light. The glowing bush. Should just bandolier my weapons in between every round so that I can use the shield AC when the mob is swinging. I don't know. You know, it's weird. You would think that Soulfire would proc something like some kind of fire damage, right? This wall to my left is like the bane of my existence. I keep ducking. Probably just strictly a balance thing. So chat, are there any big zones that you guys would like to see me grind in, besides Unrest? Bearing in mind our current level range. Yeah, I think that's awesome. I like that they do a new Agent of Change skin every server, and I'm really happy with what they went with for this one. I'm surprised they didn't give him the flaming sword though. Or was it, maybe it's just because my spell effects were turned all the way off when I saw him? Does he have the flaming sword? Oh, nice, that's good. I'd love to do the Warrens if they were open. We'd get some sick gear. Honestly, SSF would be way easier in the Warrens. You could farm the Muggle Wump. Nah, Warrens opens with Lucklin. Or Velius. Hey, what's up, Nobby Knobs? I think Warrens came out late Velius, and on TLP servers it opens with Lucklin. Thanks for the follow, Nobby. Yeah, no, it's not with Kunark. Definitely not with Kunark, and it definitely isn't with the Hole. Yeah, Combine had the Freeport sewers with like revamped loot and stuff in it. The first time I camped FBSS, it took me 22 hours to get it. I thought that was just about normal. I do think FBSS is a little bit overrated. I mean, it sounds crazy, but you can go to Plane of Sky and kill like Island 1 trash and get haste belts. Or like if your guild actually just goes on a raid all the way up through Pegasus Island, pretty much everyone gets a sky belt that way. I'm talking about those like those low tier ones. But if you're a pure melee, it's just as good as an FBSS with some stats on it. If you're a hybrid, it's going to be like 15 or 16%, so a little bit worse. Yeah, Twinks. Honestly, I think part of it is just remembering that look when you inspect someone and you see like the breastplate and you see that little sash there that you know is an FBSS before you hover your mouse over it. Part of it is just that swag. Gonna fight this in the dumbest spot in the zone. Yeah, Horace, this Pally, we're doing solo self-found, so we only take items and stuff, you know, that we earn ourselves. And it's permadeath, so if we die, rip. No, Frank hasn't, fortunately. See, if Paladin was super powerful, I wouldn't have picked it. So me and Frank are probably on the same page. I think Paladin is my true calling. What is that? Not in my classic. Dude, why is it? I feel like it wasn't this dark before, like it's permanently night here. It is 2 p.m., so it definitely is permanently nighttime in this zone. Yeah, earlier I didn't realize how big the impact of the star and the SBS was. But when I put it back on, it's crazy. Yeah, tonight I'll probably look at my my EQ books and refresh my my memory on the Unrest lore, so that tomorrow I can talk about it without sounding like an idiot. Not bumbling my way through it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, there's some really great EQ lore channels on YouTube now. If anyone here is wondering why we're not using our undead nukes more against all these undead, it's just because we're trying to focus on skilling up our two-hand slash, so. $85 out of 110, we're moving, we're still moving. Still not really breaking the damage cap at all. You need like Ogre Strength or some serious twinking to break it, I think. Someone in MR group is sitting there with their Turtle Beach headphones. They hear the doors open. Right. Didn't there used to be weird collision issues with it? Like mages used to be able to flame bolt through the maze? Yeah, for sure. But it must have been nice on PvP servers, taking your caster in the middle of the maze. Let's see. Honestly, it's not as bad as I expected it was going to be. I think I'm going to stay away from Najena. Are you about to start your first attempt on the cleric there? Here's open. 25 skill ups to go. Nice auto pool. Oh, Grey Con. Big sad. Not worth the time it's going to take to... I don't know, let's see. I guess he's just going to fall over. Might go try to solo like the Zone Line Yellows in Soleil for that sweet 66% Zem. Yeah, a lot of grays right now. Once we get skilled up on the two-hand slashing, I'll probably switch back to, well, you know what, I'm gonna parse it. I'll compare the DPS, and if the one-handed blunt is still higher until 20, I'll roll with that, and we'll tackle some higher level content. But right now, I'm not too worried about the EXP, so I don't mind all these like low-level mobs, because it's just about these skill ups. Now I know the grays obviously won't give me skill ups, but this like dark blue kind of stuff will. It's pretty safe. $86. 24 more skills to go. I should probably just find like a really fast two-hander to skill up 2H on. Alright, so we'll probably wrap up the stream after this kill right here. On the way out, I'm going to do a raid on Echolocation 8, who's the first EQ streamer I saw to start an SSF run, so he was kind of my inspiration to start all this. So I'll kick that off now. and he is a level 43 SSF warrior on P99. So he's kind of like the late game. Hey, thanks everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's streams. All right, let's do it.